Attention. Go. Speed.
Oh, looking forward to this race. It's Thames Rowing Club and Leander, the GB Under-23 development crew on the left of our picture, and Harvard University from the USA on the right. Harvard crew is composed of the 1, 2 and 3V crews, and the GB Under-23s, well, many of them have been at university in the US as well, so a huge amount of rivalry here. We love it.
And Thames and Leander have a nice experience with Henley Royal, from 2 already to 4 Henley Royal Regatta under the belt, and Harvard couple of newbies in the Harvard crew, and some with experience already, so it's a really interesting race too.
Exactly. Let's cut live to what's happening, and well, there's still good overlap, I think, but we can see the under-23, putative under-23 crew from Leander are they've squeezed themselves out to a lead. It's always hard to judge from this angle, but these are athletes mostly who've been out in the US in incredible US programs, have been put together in a pretty scratch combination up against Harvard, but it's not all of the top guys from Harvard. For example, at the heart of that Leander and Thames crew in the 5 seat, it's Gabriel Obholzer. He's been at Harvard, but he's now rowing back here under his Tideway Scullers School colours. He's an incredible athlete. He is somebody who has won at Henley. He's had the 6K world record on the erg, and he was a 3 seat in the first varsity crew at Harvard. So he's weakened the Harvard lineup and strengthened the British lineup, along with a great selection of other rising British talent. But Harvard, well, they're not giving up.
They're not giving up. Another race. We can really feel the quarterfinals today. Everyone is fighting till the end for that spot in the semi-finals tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is what we call the Badlands. This is the bit where, you know, it's really burning, it's really hurting, and you really need to make a move if you're going to have any chance. You cannot afford to let go in this position. Sitting at bow, Isaac Turnham in the Thames and Leander crew, great young talent. He raced in the Emmanuel School 8 in the PE here at Henley, and he and his partner Morgan Haseman, both from Brown University. We talked about the bow pairs setting up these crews, and as you look from above, you can sort of see that, can't you, Julia? You can see how the oars to the left of the picture, the bow pairs, are really lifting the boat for the rest of the 8.
They definitely need to lift the rest of the 8, and sometimes you can have that feeling when you are watching the 8 that the bow pairs stroke burn, and some point of like picking up the boat and sending it and giving to the middle of the middle for the engine, and all that connection is happening through is just
it's
great
magic.
too. It's magic happening right now, and
we're getting a bit emotional. Yeah, we're getting emotional about how the way you get that generated magic going through the crew, the bow pair we talked about. And I just want to also credit how many different places these young athletes have been. So I mentioned Isaac, who in the bow seat of the Thames and Leander crew, Emmanuel School, but he also has been out in Sydney. He competed at Henley for Sydney, and now he's back here competing again in the putative under-23 crew. But let's just have a look at Harvard, because these are hardened athletes. The 1, 2 and 3V crews coming together. You can see the power that these Harvard athletes have. So that's Jack Dorney, Thomas O'Sullivan, Ryan Link, Samuel Galladay, Marcus Chung, Tyler Haller, Samuel Woodgate, Joshua Gordon, and Sritej Digumati sitting there, coached by Patrick LePage, and they're up against the crew being coached by Anna Liddell from the Thames and Leander crew.
You can see the Thames and Leander having a really good lead, and just making sure there's no mistakes happening in the last 5 strokes from now.
So great row from a combination that's come together. Some of them have rowed together in the past, some rowed together in their US universities up against Harvard, but also a collection of different boats sitting together for Harvard. You can see what that means to them as Zion James in the 6th seat claps Joshua Bergen on the back and confirms the result, a win for Thames and Leander.